Dear friends, you may be knowing the intention or the object or the preamble itself says of the Protection of Human Rights Act 1993. It says the act is intended to establish the National Human Rights Commission and state human rights commissions and the powers, functions, the procedure, the investigation, the members, the composition, all these things are detailedly given right from section 1 to section 31. Of course, after 31, 32 to 43, they relate to accounts audit, it is not necessary for it. But please learn the functions of the National Human Rights Commission as well as the state human rights commissions also, because when once the human rights of the people are violated, so definitely you can approach the National Human Rights Commission and you can file a petition. Thereby they may direct the people to conduct an inquiry, or they themselves can investigate the matter also. There are certain circumstances like that. Normally what they do is they award some compensation. Of course, we all know that the person who was brutally killed in an encounter by the police, you can't get him back. Who was tortured with the police, you cannot get him back. Only thing is, they had a soothing experience, you have to get some compensation. Even Article 32 also says compensation, right to remedy, definitely it is by getting by compensation. So one such case is pending for the past 2 decades, 19 years compulsory, 19 years almost completed, 2 decades. So the father of the deceased person was moving around from pillar to post to get justice in his son's case, who was encountered by the police in the UP state. It happened in the UP state. Now the Supreme Court has come to the rescue of the man and ordered the state of UP to pay 7 lakhs as compensation. Right? Now this case dates back to 2002. Right? So the person, you can refer this case as Yogendra Nath Singh versus Yashpal Singh. Yashpal Singh versus the state of UP and others. Right? So the case was decided on 30th September 2021, YD Dread Petition number 351 by 2021. So the court, Supreme Court, 2 judges bench, Vineet Sharan and Anirudh Bose. So they awarded interim cost of 7 lakhs to the UP state. So to be paid to the father of the victim immediately. Right. So if you go to back to the case, in 2002, this incident happened. This man was killed by, the Yashpal Singh's son was killed by the police in an encounter, and at the time, normally basing on the Supreme Court directions, a case of murder has been registered against the police, but no action. This is the problem. So they did not take any action. Moreover, the police wanted to file the closure report in 2005. That means after completing the investigation, you may be knowing, according to section 173 CRPC, whenever the police finalizes the investigation, they have to file the final report, either charge sheet or referring the case as action dropped, the false, mistake of fact, mistake of law, undetectable, all these things. So they wanted to close the case as maybe as undetectable or maybe as false. But the trial court did not accept. So the trial court has gone through the material submitted to the police and they have gone through the record of investigation. They did not concur with the finding of the police. So they did not give the orders for referring the case. Now what to do? The police have to file the charge sheet. Only the other way they have to file the charge sheet. They did not arrest the accused. So normally the people have gone to court and they wanted to get bail. Luckily it was not got. Only one accused police officer was arrested. The others were not, and one of them retired from service also. All these things happened. So even though the accused went to the High Court and filed a petition under section 482, that is quashment petition, it was also not accepted. But the state has shielded the officers to such an extent that no arrest was made. In the meantime, the trial court also, of course, in the matter has come to the High Court. So the trial court asked the government or the police department to pay compensation to the father of the victim and collect the money later from the salaries of the accused persons. It was not done. Therefore, the court ordered stop the payment of salaries to the accused persons. So it was also not done. Once again, when he approached the High Court, so on 2/4/2019, once again the High Court issued orders not to pay salaries to the staff. But no. Ultimately, the father of the victim, Yashpal Singh, he has filed a petition under Article 32 before the Supreme Court. Now the Supreme Court said that it is a very serious matter. Actually, normally we are slow in entertaining petitions directly filed in the court. But in extraordinary circumstances like this, definitely the Supreme Court entertained this petition to do justice to the petitioner's father, or to the petitioner who is the father of the deceased in that case, as justice was denied to him for the last 2 decades. Immediately, the UP government has to cough off 7 lakhs as compensation to the father, to the petitioner Yashpal Singh, and they can collect the money from the so-called delinquent officers. So very good judgment. And here the point, the note, remarks made by Supreme Court also important. It speaks volumes of how state machinery is defending or protecting its own officers. That is Supreme Court's observation. This is also more important. So please remember, if any police officer says this, please be careful. Encounters, they will not be tolerated. So very recently our Honorable Chief Justice also commented. So the persons who are in close or who are proximate to the party in power, when once the other party comes, they have to go to the jail. At the same time, if they amass wealth, they have to pay it back with interest also. So please remember these words by none other than the Chief Justice of India. So please remember to study this case, and particularly the boys who are studying the human rights classes, you please go through the judgment or this order and enrich your legal knowledge. Thank you very much.